Hi everyone, and welcome to the Training Talk series by Chartered Accountants Ireland. My name is Sinead from the team, and I am excited to showcase to you some of our training offerings. And today I'm delighted because we have Roy Chambers, the Programme Director of the Diploma in Strategic Financial Leadership, joining us. Roy, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
Very good. Well, it's a delight to be with you, Sinead. Thank you so much for inviting me.
No, I am thrilled to have you here because it's so important, I think, to give anybody interested in our programs a bit of an insight, and that's what today is all about, a bit of a flavour as to the programme that you obviously lead for us. But I'd love to get to know you a little bit more, and obviously the folk tuning in. So tell us a bit more about yourself, Roy. A bit of an introduction would be lovely.
Great stuff. Well, I am Roy Chambers, and as you know, I'm a sort of a finance training consultant. I'm based in the UK, just outside London. My background is that of an accountant, and I've worked in finance function sort of roles and commercial settings, luckily enough, throughout the world. So a whole deal of experience in finance functions. And now I work with lots of different professional institutions and organizations and clients delivering training on all sorts of subjects like organizational strategy and finance business partnership and people skills for finance managers, as well as financial value analysis, cost and revenue management.
Wow, a real mix there. Fantastic. You're kept busy anyway, Roy, by the signs of it.
Very much so, yes.
And in terms of the programme and I suppose the training that you run with ourselves, a bit more about that would be lovely.
Yeah, luckily enough, I've been working with Chartered Accountants Ireland for a good 3-4 years now. And in particular, I run all sorts of programs relating to anything we would call management accounting. We run quite a successful CPD series through the spring of each year, all titled with Business Finance as its main umbrella title, talking about things such as insightful analysis and improving performance and business partnership. And of course, today, I'm totally excited to be talking to you about this new specialist diploma that we've developed together, all about strategic finance leadership.
Fantastic. And just on that then, let's deep dive in, Roy. So in terms of that programme, maybe if we break it down as we talk through it, what is covered in that? What's the subject matter then within that programme?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, traditional CPD programs, I find throughout the world, not just in Ireland, tend to concentrate on financial reporting and taxation. They're about updating people. They're about really assessing specialisms in things like corporate finance or risk management. But what we're seeing is increasing demand, which is to step back from that specialism and look at something that's just broader, a sort of a front line facing applied type of thinking, looking at things like leadership skills, which go well beyond normal technical financial skills. And I think in today's age, you know, it's great if you're a finance manager and you work in a business setting, that you need to up your game in a very balanced fashion. You need to be able to apply your technical skills to the strategy and the performance of your organization. You need to think about your own role within finance and see if you can transform it to add some more value and embrace all those sort of digital advances that are coming our way. And I think probably most importantly, vitally, you have to build up practice and improve your confidence with your leadership, your people skills, better engagement, better communication, your influencing, your negotiation. It's this general balance of those elements which is needed to really help round out your development and help you lead your organisation through what are pretty chaotic times at the moment. And I think that's the balance that we've tried to develop in designing this syllabus for the diploma.
So much packed in. Fantastic to hear you step through it, and I hope folks tuning in have appreciated just how much craft has went into putting that program together. And I suppose a common question might be as well, Roy, how do you study? What is involved in the program?
Yeah, the studying is nicely paced. What happens is you work through 6 different modules, and the 6 modules are roughly spread across 6 months, 1 month per module. And in any 1 month for a particular module, you work on some self-paced sort of introductory videos. You attend and participate at a live virtual classroom session, and you look through all the supporting materials and further reading suggestions that we give. And when I say we've got a sort of a team of pretty engaging and very experienced and sort of acknowledged experts in their subject matter, which is great. And all the work that we give you and all the work that you do on this program is all hosted in the Chartered Accountants Ireland virtual learning environment for your easy access. And I also find that the great thing about the virtual learning environment, it allows that extra benefit that we attract participants from all around the world. And it means that if you're a participant, your network is suddenly much, much wider. So when we ran this program last time, for example, that cohort was from Ireland, obviously, from the UK, but from Switzerland, from Italy, from the USA, from Singapore, and from Australia. So a huge, huge network created for you.
It's brilliant having that virtual piece just to allow that accessibility, as you hit the nail on the head. And another question that's common, Roy, how is it assessed?
It's always frightening, isn't it, to be assessed in these things. And I think people who haven't done some sort of training for a while often are pretty worried that this is somehow going to go back to them training as to become accountants in the first place, or doing university or college or even school style exams, remembering textbooks, things like that. Well, rest easy. It's not about that at all. Our assessment is all practical and hopefully useful. What happens is we ask participants to build up a sort of a portfolio of their learnings and their thoughts throughout the program. We assess them on what's called learning logs, where they reflect on some of their key takeouts from the program. We ask them to do application reports where they make deeper dives into some of the subject matter and show how they're applying it in their workplace. And then lastly, we get them to do a capstone presentation with a panel to basically provide us with their overview of what they've taken away from the program. And of course, because of the different nature of those types of exercises that they're being assessed on, we're able to provide loads of detailed feedback to them as part of the assessment on things like their business case writing, their report writing, and their presentational skills. So they sort of take away, yes, it's assessed, you get your diploma, hopefully, but also you get a whole body of work which you can then take back to your organisation and use usefully at your normal workplace.
And not daunting at all. So thanks for stepping through that. I think it's important to address that one because it is a common question. Well, Roy, in terms of, I suppose, the ideal candidate, who is the course for?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I was quite surprised by the range of different candidates who came on our first cohort, and they all took something from the program, which was brilliant. It's very rewarding for me as the program director. So I think in general, it's anybody who's a qualified accountant working, I would say, outside an accountancy practice. So therefore, they're working within business. They're in perhaps a public sector organisation or even non-for-profit. So it can range from anything from commercial through to not-for-profit. So what are the characters? There's no commonality there apart from they're working outside practice. And they're really ambitious people. That's what I learned from the ideal candidates earlier. Ambitious to develop their careers. They want to actually deliver some change to their organisations, to their own role, develop their own role and their own function. And just develop some better thinking, some better communication skills, and some better influence.
Fantastic. And it's great to hear just the wide applicability of the course, which I knew myself, but it's great to talk through it today. And I suppose in summing up, Roy, the videos today are meant to be a teaser, short and sweet, but in summing up before I let you go, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If someone was considering this, what might you say to them?
I think of this course as a real general play in your career. Take some time. It's easy to say, "Oh, just come and sign up." But I think take your time, research it, speak to the great team that we've got at Chartered Accountants Ireland, and discuss through with them the nature of the program. If you want more detail, you want to get into the nitty gritty of the content, that query can be referred direct to me. I can chat through the detail of some of the elements of the syllabus with you. So that'll help you to make up your mind, and you can assess your own suitability for the program. And if you're suitable and you sort of quite fancy it, then just go for it. Make the best of your current role, make the best of your development, and aspire to new roles within finance. This program provides you with a stepping stone to do that. You'll end up with more confident people skills, greater strategic sort of clarity and thought leadership about the role of finance and what you can do with things like data and analytics. And you'll end up obviously with the credential of a diploma from Chartered Accountants Ireland, which is a hugely esteemed body, and the last benefit, of course, is you can take back things which really help your organisation. So it's a win for everybody if you do sign up to the programme.
Well, what a note to end on. Roy, thank you so much for coming along and sharing all that.
Absolute pleasure.
I really enjoyed our conversation. I've no doubt it's been valuable for those tuning in and for those watching, folks. For more information and for details on how to get in touch with us, keep watching. It's coming up next. Thanks again, Roy.
Pleasure. Thanks so much, Sinead.